Everybody, Joseph Puckett, Craig Wiggins coaching here. I am super excited to bring the newest CWC Century Club Award winner here, Matthew Garcia. He's with the David Acevedo Agency in Texas. And Matthew, I hope you don't mind this, man, but David sent me a little picture. Look at this picture, y'all. Look how handsome Matthew is. Look at handsome Matthew holding that award. He's holding the CWC Century Club Award. That's an award that we have sent to hundreds and hundreds of team members all across the country. And dude, I just wanted to welcome you to the CWC Century Club and thank you for being a part of the CWC family. And also, I got to thank David Acevedo. He's a fantastic agent, man. By the way, you're his second Century Club agent. We still have Elizabeth there who's rocking and rolling. She's a Century Club agent as well. But I want to thank David for investing in you and bringing you into the CWC family. But man, enough about me. Tell us all about your path, your development. How did you do it? And by the way, how many items did you hit in January?
So I ended up hitting 120 for the month. Yeah.
What?
hmm
120 policies, 120 items, 120 units, whatever you want to call it, in one
hmm
single month. How does that compare to like the last month? Didn't the last month you do like 90 something or 80 something?
From December I did 83. December I did
83.
83, and I was moving up since I started. Started in
Well,
July. But yeah.
I'm gonna pass the mic and the camera to you. Tell us more from when you started in July, how you developed, what works for you. How did you become the newest CWC Century Club Award winner?
Well, like I mentioned, I started in July. I started in July. New to sales, new to insurance sales. Um, so I was walking in kind of blind, but David from the beginning, before I even started, he's like, so there's this website. You're gonna log in, create your account. You're going to start watching these videos. You're going to start taking notes. That was CWC, and that kind of opened the door for me because it kind of helped me start the talk paths because it was the sales process scorecard, the beginning. Um, so July, 57 items, even though I kind of started selling midway through the month. So 57. The next month it went up to 77, then 79, then 87, and 83. With this last month of January being 120. But honestly, it's a lot of leading with that liability. Literally is like the main thing, because every other insurance agent out there is going to try to sell on price. Like you guys say, if you try to sell on price, it's not going to work out. You have to show that there's actual value, that we're here to protect and give actual advice rather than just collect a commission check.
Man, that's
So
powerful. And I appreciate you giving credit. You've had access to these videos for your whole 5, 6 months. You said you were brand new to insurance? Brand new to
uh,
insurance, or did you do insurance
yes,
beforehand?
I had done claims for a smaller company for, I want to say, maybe 4 or 5 months. But that was years prior. I had been doing construction this whole time, and
So
yeah,
you moved from construction. What were you doing in construction?
a little bit of welding, metal fabrication.
Wow. So working with your hands
Yeah.
and probably hard, hard, hard work. You switched from doing construction to selling insurance and have had this immediate success over this many months. I got to be honest with you, Matthew, that is not normal. You're abnormal. You are doing such a great job. Now, let's talk about activity, quote volume, lead sources, all that kind of stuff. Y'all, I will give David credit where credit is due. He invests in his team, not just with great training from Craig Wiggins coaching, but he also provides a fair amount of leads. I think it's primarily live transfers. You might tell me wrong. Maybe we're doing some internet leads too. I know he's also instituted a telemarketer who's in there making some calls too, but you're also making tons of calls, taking calls, following up with your pipeline. Will you share with the team members watching this, any owners watching this, what like a day in the life of Matthew Garcia is and what activity level it is that has helped you reach this level of success?
Yeah, definitely. So like you're right, we do take a lot of live transfers. We do take live transfers, but we don't just take them and just, if they're not going to work, we don't just abandon them. No, we follow up with them. It could be a week, could be a few months. It's not uncommon to have every day or every other day someone call me that I quoted months ago that I talked to over the course of those few months. They got familiar. And when it came time to actually be competitive, or when they were actually wanting new insurance or wanting to, just have a change of pace, I'd be the first person they talk to. So, it's just that follow up. David drives us and we drive the business.
Well, there's a P word that pays. I'm really putting you on the spot here, but I'm
Yes.
curious if you know what P word pays.
Persistence.
Yes, you passed the test for the
Persistence.
day, my man. Persistence pays. And you see, David is able to invest in great leads and marketing for you, Elizabeth, others on the team,
Hmm.
because he knows that y'all are going to work them hard. You're not just going to take one pass, you're going to stay on them over and over and over. Let me ask you, man, 120 something policies written last month. Were all of those quoted last month, or were some maybe quoted in July, August, September, October, and they were from your pipeline from the prior like 5, 6 months?
Yeah, no, there was a few that were, I want to say probably about 10 to 12 that were from previous months that were like, hey, you know what, Matt, you caught me at a bad time. I can't pay right now or I can't switch right now. I'm tied up. Sometimes we're human and it happens. But that's where that persistence comes in because they remembered me. They remembered what I was offering, the advice. It was crazy because you'd have people that say, well, I've been with this company for 30 years, but they didn't know what loss of use or additional living expenses, things, different coverages on their home policies or even auto policies, didn't know what PIT meant. So it's like they were placed in bad positions their whole insurance lifetime. And that's where I come in. So yeah,
And you're going
some
to
of them were
get
from the
them.
past.
Yes, you're going to get them the protection they deserve with you and your agency. I end every Wednesday live training session that way. We have live training every single Wednesday afternoon for all the Craig Wiggins coaching members. I always end with this line. All right, everybody, get off this call, pick up the phone, call somebody, quote somebody, close somebody. Make sure you give them the protection that they deserve with you and your agency today. Matthew, that's what you're doing, man. You're not just quoting apples to apples, trying to match coverages and hoping and praying that we're less on price. No, you're selling your advice. And man, your advice is worth the price. You might not know the answer to this question. In fact, I kind of hope you don't, but I'm not trying to fish the right answer from you. Do you know how many people you wrote policies for last month where we were higher? Was it a fair amount? Was it any? Was it zero? Maybe you don't even know. And again, I don't want to fish for the right answer, but not the right answer, but your answer. Do you know
Mhm.
how many people we were higher on, but you were able to get them the protection they deserve?
I can't give you an exact number, but I know the percentage is large. If I were to do just a brief deep dive, I could probably find out the exact number, but honestly, every time I'd get one that it was like, oh, well, you know what? $20 more a month, but at this point, instead of getting the state minimum, which in our state's 30/60, you're getting 250, 500 plus an excess $1 million worth of coverage for 66 cents a day. That's $20 a month, So it's like little things like that, like customers, they have been told their whole life, we need the cheapest coverage because it's
Mm,
what the law requires. So it's just great knowing that I'm actually protecting people rather than just saving a couple of dollars. I'm saving them
abs-
hundreds of thousands of dollars in an
See, I
accident.
love
Yeah.
that. I love that. I'm cool if somebody wants to talk about saving money on their insurance. Absolutely. But I don't want to talk about just saving tens of dollars a month. I want to talk about saving tens of thousands of dollars if and when you need your insurance. So, Mrs. Customer, Mr. Customer, we're on the same page. Let's dive in and make sure you get the best coverages at the lowest possible price. Trust me, I'm going to give you every discount possible. We're going to apply every way that we can save, give you the most appropriate deductibles and the best package options that you need. I will give you the lowest rate possible for every penny of coverage you want to protect your family, that you need to protect your family. So, Matthew, you're doing a fantastic job leading with liability. Did y'all hear him say umbrella? I smiled kind of ear to ear, man. Umbrellas in my love language. I got a couple words in my love language: tacos, Diet Mountain Dew, and umbrellas. So, brand new to insurance, immediate success, selling policies when you're higher because you're selling on coverage and value and your advice. Man, you're doing such a great job. Let's say a team member's out there watching this and they're saying, I've never written more than 40 policies a month or 50 policies a month. What advice would you give them to make them to think bigger about their potential?
Well, I'd have to say, like, the biggest thing is to just don't think of premiums as something you'd pay for. Like, if you're looking at something saying, oh my goodness, they're going to be paying $700 a month, that's ridiculous. Don't. You don't know their wallet. So just stick to the process. follow the advice, and just be honest with your customers. Give them the information they need. And once you give that, once you show them that the price is what it is and you're doing what you need to do for them, you'll start you'll start writing more policies. Just being real.
That was beautifully said, man. We have to be real. We have to be real with our customers. We also have to be real with ourselves. I want everybody watching this video to start thinking much bigger. Start thinking much bigger. When David hired you, Matthew, did he make it clear that you had the path and the opportunity to write 70 policies a month, 80 policies a month, even 100 policies a month? Did he have you thinking that big even when he was recruiting you and just trying to bring you on?
Yeah, from the beginning, he said we're not going to be just a regular insurance company that's going to say, "Hey, look, here's a few policies for the month. We're fine with that." No. He says we want more. We're going to be
So
more. So
he
that's what we've been
said
doing.
he set out a clear path for you and your development and gave you stretch goals. Now, his real goal for you was probably what, 50 policies a month, 60 policies a month, but the opportunity is much higher. So, team members watching this
Hmm.
call, you need to know what your agency owner or manager is expecting of you so that you want to exceed their expectations. So, what are their minimum expectations? What are their goals for you? But, team members, what's your goal? And I want your goal to be much higher than the number, the quota that your agency owner or manager is giving you. But you got to push and drive yourself to make it happen. Matthew, I'm blessed and fortunate to be able to work with you and your team because David's also in my program. And we work together all throughout the month, just individually, us with our agency. I got to be honest with you, man. You are very special and you have done a great job. You're doing the work. It's not David pushing you along, man. You're doing the work. You're taking advantage of your opportunity. And I'm just so happy to know you. I'm so glad he found you. And we got you out of construction and in a nice air conditioned office selling a product people are required by law to have for an awesome company, but an even better agency. Man, keep up the great work. Any final thoughts, any final words that you want to share with anybody that's watching today, man?
Final thoughts, I guess, would be trust the process. Just don't like. It's easy to be skeptical of it. It's like, well, it feels scripted. Just make it your own. Follow the process. Role play when you need to each morning if you can, and be honest with your customers. You'll start seeing a difference.
I love it. Man, congratulations. Let me pull up a
Thank
picture
you.
again. Look how handsome he is,
Uh,
y'all. Look how handsome he is. Congratulations, though. Seriously. You've won an award that only a few hundred people have won. We have 9,000 users in our program, Matthew, over 1,500 agencies active as of this day in our program. We've sent out hundreds of awards, and you are a part of a very special club, though. The Century Club Award is the most elite award that we have ever given out, and you're a part of an elite club. I hope you get to come to our live event. At our live event in Vegas every fall, I pull up
mhm.
all the Century Club Award winners. I might even find that picture to put on this video. I pull up all the Century Club Award winners, and it's really, really cool to see these team members from every corner of the country who found a way to write more business than some agencies write in like a quarter, man. Like you did in 1 month, what some agencies write in 3 or 4 months total. Congratulations. Keep it up. Now, hold on. Are you done? Like, are you like, okay, I'm done now. I've marked this off my list, or are you going to keep growing?
No, I'm a very motivated person. So the moment I saw that I was able to do 120, I was like, you know what? Let me try to go for 130. You
Hey,
know, we've talked about it before. I have a thing with numbers, so like I can't have like 122 or 119. No, it has to be like 120, 125, 130. So like you're gonna see a few other little boundaries being pushed because
love it.
that's just the way it is.
Keep driving yourself, keep pushing yourself, keep growing, keep learning. You have not arrived. You still have more room to grow. So don't settle. Don't get comfortable, y'all. Comfort and
Hmm.
complacency. Comfort and complacency are very dangerous places to be. Don't get comfortable. Don't be complacent. Matthew, congratulations, and tell David thank you for squeezing you in. I know that your time is very, very valuable. I hope these 10, 12 minutes inspire somebody else out there to have the same level of success that you've had. So thank you for sharing your time. But dude, we got to get you back to work. right? You got
Yeah.
policies to write, man. Get
Mhm.
off this call, pick up the phone, Matthew, call somebody, quote somebody, close somebody. Make sure that they have the coverage they deserve with you and your agency today, my man. Get back to work.
I'll do that.
All right. Thank you all so
Thank you
much.
very much.
Make it a great day.